Hey, how are you? Happy Friday. Thought I'd come on and chat and share a little story that's been on my mind. And that was about how joining a challenge group and one single post in that challenge group totally changed me and the trajectory of my life. And more importantly, my health. When I joined this challenge group, it was just about 6 years ago now. I had been doing my own thing when it came to workouts and my nutrition. I had tried all kinds of diets, especially at the time. My son was about 3 years old, and I was really struggling with how I felt in my body and with some chronic pain and being able to lose any of the baby weight. And then at that point, it wasn't even baby weight anymore. My body was just not in control. But I had tried all these different things, and I was feeling frustrated because absolutely nothing was working for me. Like everything I tried, I couldn't even lose a single pound at all. And I was kind of feeling like I don't understand why. I was feeling like my body's just meant to be like this. This is just my body. And I was also feeling frustrated at the gym schedule. I really liked group fitness and classes, but it didn't always fit with my work schedule and, where I was taking my son to daycare and then working. Also, I worked at a co-working space because I worked from home, but the only daycare was an hour away from work. And so I would work at a co-working space in the same town where the daycare was. And so I went to the gym during my lunch hour. And to get the whole thing to line up, everything to line up was always a real challenge. And I would find that really super frustrating. And top it all off, I started to get migraines every single time I went to the gym. So really the point is I was getting to this point of just feeling really frustrated and that nothing was going to work for me. And so when I started this online challenge group to do workouts at home and to follow a nutrition program, I didn't believe the program would be any different for me. I didn't believe it was going to work for me. And I definitely didn't believe that the group aspect was going to be what I needed. And I watched this group. It took place on Facebook, this particular group that I joined. I watched it, but I didn't like any of the posts on there. I didn't comment on any of the posts, and I certainly did not post anything myself. I would just log into the group every day and I'd read what other people were posting. And I did my workouts on my own time, and I was following the nutrition program, but just reading what was going on in the group. And then one day I showed up to work and I already made the decision, I'm not going to work out tonight when I get home. I wasn't feeling good. I was tired. I had all the good excuses. I decided, no, these are all good excuses. Why not to do the workout tonight when I get home? And, on my lunch break, I logged into that Facebook group and I was like, it was kind of like, gossip hour on my lunch break to read up on what's going on in this Facebook group. And so I started to read the posts. And I will never forget this post. I don't remember who posted it, but this woman posted that she had like 4 kids or something, and she had been driving to work and to drop her kids off at school, and she had a flat tire. And it was like this horrendous morning for her with all the kids and this flat tire. And then she ended the post and she was like, but I still did my workout today. And she was like super positive about that and feeling good. And I was like, crap. She did her workout. I have to do my workout. All of a sudden in my head, my excuses just vanished. They did not seem good anymore. And that post just changed things for me. I couldn't give in to my excuses anymore. I had to lean into that process of the program. And so I leaned into it that night, and it got me to lean into it for the rest of that particular program. Was 21 days. It got me to lean into the process for the rest of those 21 days and no longer allow me those excuses to take over me any longer, and allowed it to work for me for the first time ever. And at the end, I had actual results for the first time ever, physically, but really, more importantly, emotionally and mentally. And so the very end of the group, I actually posted and I shared. I even posted a picture because I was just feeling so good. And so I posted, and the people in that group, they turned right around, and even though they'd never heard from me in that group, they all celebrated me. And that, I mean, right now I have chills. That just changed everything for me. No longer could excuses ever take over. No longer could I not lean into the process of health and the guidelines that these programs were going to give me to help me follow that process and the journey. And so it changed the trajectory of my life. It changed the trajectory of my health. And, here's the thing, though. I said no longer were excuses a part of it. That's not totally true. Excuses, they are real. They happen, right? We battle them every single day. They come and they go. Some of them are very, very real. Some of them we just are kind of making up for ourselves, right? Some days they are more valid, and some days they just seriously do pile up. And this is where a community, I found, they come into play. A community lifts us up. A community will lift you up in the good times, and a community will lift you up in the tough times too, when those excuses, the excuses that are emotional, are all piling up. The community is there to relate to you and to lift you up. And a challenge, those are your guidelines to steer you through the noise of excuses and to steer you through the noise of life that is real and happening. So we need those guidelines to really steer us through real life. So I want to invite you to try a challenge and to join a community of open arms and like-minded people who are like, hey, just want to have my health be a priority in my life and feel my best. So my September Fit for Fall Club is open right now and would love to have you join us. I've got the link posted below, and so I want you to go ahead and click on that. And that is just an invitation for you to start the conversation with me. You and I will start off with a coaching call to figure out how is best for you to get started, to fit this challenge into your life and to help you reach your goals. So I can't wait to get started chatting with you and to have you join our group. All right, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.